Okay, everybody, what's up? First U-Trip review of 2020. What we're working with here today is the Louisville Slugger Jeff Hall Cuz. This isn't a Z5, this isn't a Z1000, this is labeled just the Cuz edition bat. Thanks goes out to our guy, Louisville Slugger advisory staff member, Ross Hubner, for sending this out to me so I could get a review on it for you guys. We're on the baseball field here that you guys are used to being seeing in these videos lately. 320 down the lines, 350 in center. It's about a 60-degree day, just a very slight breeze, blowing pretty much straight in from dead center. We are only hitting 52s in this video. It is cool outside. We're not real sure what durability is like on a lot of these new bats yet. So per Ross's request, and what I was probably going to do anyway, was just hit this one with 52s just to get a good feel for the bat and see what it's going to be like and not break it, so he can get some swings in with it as well, because he hasn't had a chance to do that yet. It'd be kind of a jerk move for me for breaking it and then sending it back to him when he hasn't even had a chance to swing it yet. Per the usual Louisville specs, this is a 12-inch barrel. The barrel on this did remind me a lot of last year's Z5 as far as the feel and feedback and the sound of it was, but obviously having a different handle this year, as I'll talk about here in a minute, is kind of what set this one apart from the Z5 to me. And the Jeff Hall bats have always had a big end load, and this one is advertised as a power load, which is Louisville's terminology for a full ounce of end load. This is a three-piece bat, quote unquote. Not real sure where they're getting the three-piece thing from. You'll see here in just a minute. I'm going to show a little clip of this handle as I talk about it in a different part of the video here. It just looks like a barrel and a handle, maybe a small connection piece there, but whatever it is, they call it a three-piece. Don't feel any different than any other two-piece bat to me. The thing that did interest me with this bat, though, is the handle on it is still composite, and it is a little bit different than the Louisvilles of past. I want to show a clip here of this compared to the Lloyd Z1000, which has the traditional Z1000 handle, and this new handle that the Cuz is using. I believe this is also the same handle that they're using on the TPS and TPZ models for the ASA line as well. And I will say what I like about this handle, it's smaller all the way up to the connection piece. One thing that drove me a little crazy with the Jeff Hall Z from last year and even a little bit the year before was the big end load in this bat combined with kind of the big, just bulky taper that these Louisvilles have always had just makes the bat just it's kind of loggy to swing almost. Like, there's no doubt you're going to hit the crap out of the ball with that great big end load, but it's almost also barrel heavy because of the big, long, heavy taper that it's just a little bit hard to control. I did not have that issue with this bat. I was able to still get that big end load drive out of it, hit a ball very well, even for being as new as this thing was and just hitting 52s, and still being able to maintain a little bit of control because the end load was all what felt like it was in the end of the bat. I really like this new handle design for this model. So before we get into final thoughts, as usual, let's head over to the labs and see what's going on over there. Alright, so here we are at the labs, looking at the compression of this thing while it was still new. Ross just peeled the wrappers off of them, threw them in the mail, and sent it to me. And it is kind of high, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with needing to break a bat in. And I was surprised to see that even after I put maybe 50 swings on it on this day, and I put maybe 50 more on it indoors, just messing around with it with the same mix of 52s we were hitting the game balls and the BP 52 pluses, and the needle hardly moved at all. So it's safe to say this thing is going to take some breaking in, which is not the end of the world. And onto the scale here, this bat is a 27.5 and nothing too far out of line here. 27.9 on a scale, pretty much right on the money with what I expect from any of these bats. With the labs out of the way, let's head back to the field for some final thoughts. Alright, so listen, I was digging this bat. The distance was definitely there, but I could tell that this thing needed to open up, and as you saw in the labs, that did confirm what I was thinking. I was flirting with that 300-foot mark, hitting the 52s, but this thing being new, and even like I said, with a little bit of that wind pushing in on me, driving the ball was effortless with this thing, and I was able to control that big end load like I liked. I like a big end load as long as I can control it and kind of work the ball around. Did a great job with that with this one. But I'm not going to give this a stamp of approval just yet. I want to revisit this when it warms up outside. I want to be able to hit some harder stuff with it and get this barrel loosened up and see what this thing's going to be like. I'm assuming it's going to be good, but you know what assuming does? For those that don't know, it makes an ass out of you and me. Get it? But anyway, I've had a lot of questions about this one, so I wanted to get it out there for you guys so we could check it out. So I guess you could call this technically the initial review, and stay tuned for an update. It may not be with this specific bat, but I want to get one of these and loosen it up, put some swings on it, and see what we get out of it. If you're on the fence about trying one of these because you like the Jeff Hall line, or maybe the new handle intrigued you, or maybe this video even piqued your interest a little bit, it's definitely worth giving a try and breaking in to see what you end up with. If you do decide you want one, be sure to hit up my guy Ross. When I post this review, I'll also put it on Facebook, and I'll tag him in the post when I put it on there, so you guys can have access to him for any questions or anything more you want to know about the bat, or if you want to pick one of these up, he can also get you fixed up as well. So stay tuned, see what this thing's going to be like. We got that stamp of approval out, but we're not going to put it down just yet. So until then, thanks for stopping in and checking out the video, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Smash that subscribe button to catch up with that update, as well as all the other content we got coming. Like the video, share it around with all your buddies, and I'll catch you in the next one.